You exit the this aqueduct, desperately, bolting around the corners, in and out of this maze-like, water-like labyrinth, with Zeema's little legs leading the charge. You find yourself there, Alindawn, finding it difficult to keep up. Your heavily cladded armor, and this long staff, hitting the low ceilings and whatnot, as Thadius and Zeema kind of lead the charge. As yourself, Zeema, you exit this aqueduct, followed by Thadius, and Alindawn shortly behind. The far end of the city is upon you. You first entered the city, Alindawn, was it the eastern side or the western side? You betcha. Yeah, you were on the far opposite banks of the east side. And unlike the west side, where it's all farming of these shells, this is more like the industrial, kind of, shipping, the ports part of the town. The surrounding hillsides, kind of keep the water at bay, opposed to the vast shorelines, of the west, for harvesting these shells. And you can live you can probably move yourself up a little bit there, Zeema.
So this side is more like a lakeside.
Correct. There you go. Yeah. And as you you work your way around this corner, to see Dakota, you can literally see a couple of these cultists, pulling people, kind of like in a vacant state, behind them. Mm-hmm. And in the secluded kind of cove, like a fisherman's kind of nook. You can see these people, being dragged or being, pulled and manipulated into this boat. Let's roll for initiative. Adam?
10.
Use your +1.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
9.
Look at all these +1s I'm eventually gonna get. Trevor?
22.
Ooh.
Oh, you got spoiled.
Yeah. There you go. So Alindawn, you come up the rear and you can see Zeema literally just stopped, kind of locked in place. I guess you wouldn't see her face, but from the backside, like literally you see her body trembling, knowing that this is perhaps where her brother has been all this time. And yourself there, Thadius, still kind of, sticking to the sides, kind of your eyes quickly taking in the environment and looking for places to hide, realizing that literally, if it wasn't for like the last, 10 minutes, your friend Mateo could have been very well gone as well.
Yeah.
And you come up behind and you see your two younger companions, not necessarily in shock, but just with the inability to act, as they both kind of turn, awkwardly to you, looking for that guidance.
It also kind of dawns over Thaddeus' mind that his friends that have gone missing, the ones he thought might have died, or, disappeared, they might have been captured and taken.
Give me a history check.
That would be a... Where's my history? +2. 9.
9. See, Dakota has a missing persons problem. It's one thing to be lost to the streets. It's another thing to be lost to hunger. But there would be reports, of people, dying in the streets. There are, places to receive, aid, like food and what, shelter, within the city. It is a city run by Tiefling Watch, but it isn't a city of not compassion, right? Mm-hmm. It is a compassionate city. And so, for all these people to be gone missing, it only makes sense that this is more or less why, the city has a missing persons problem.
No. Soup kitchens that lead to boat trips.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yes. You're up there, Alindawn.
That just makes Thaddeus a little bit angrier.
Fanatics are one thing, but slavers are something else. And I will cast a death toll.
Okay.
On this guy.
What is that?
16 wisdom.
Yep, you betcha. That was a nat 16. Yep, you did.
Release your hostages, and you may walk away.
He turns to you, and actually, I rolled to see if they would perceive, see that you're coming. He didn't, but she did. So they both turn, and they drop these bodies to the ground. Pull out these long, sharp, jagged scimitars, and start chanting under their breath as they start, their attention upon you.
Okay. That's the end of my action for this round.
Okay, it would be my turn. I'm going to do the cultists on my turn. I'll do something else on the camera's turn.
Wait, the camera gets a turn?
The audience gets a turn. We're going to go to a poll. All right.
I go first. Yeah.
And they're both going to do their righteous scream. So they're both going to advantage on you. That is one hit. That was the male. And then the female, a nat 19. So that's 2 hits on you.
Can we get automatic advantage against them too?
Yes.
Nice.
Kind of acts like a reckless attack.
Yeah.
For barbarians. I just kind of... The cultists seemed like they were lacking something, so I just gave it to them. So he slashes you with his scimitar for 4 points of slashing, 1 point of necrotic. And then she also comes in and hits you with 3 points of slashing, 1 of necrotic. So that'd be 4. Okay, this cultist here, he is going to work his way up on the dock, and he's going to start untying the mooring. That is the cultist's turn. You're up there, Zeema.
Okay. I could technically get to here if I really
Sure,
wanted to.
work your way around.
Oh, no, who am I kidding?
You're nimble.
Yeah, I can literally move through her space, technically. And, yeah, and then I'll...
Do you have advantage if you want to attack that female cultist?
Yeah, I do.
And the body that's just off to the right of you, you can see it's limp. The eyes rolled back open. But still, you can see the person's chest heaving.
Alright, well, I'll go for a stab here. If I can. Oh, that is a nat 20 on the first roll.
That's $1.
Dang it, okay. Gonna be dead soon.
No, we're just teasing. As the audience has no clue what the hell we're talking about.
Yeah.
I'll leave a note. Okay, a nat 20?
Yeah, you know what? Let's just say that,
Okay, so give me damage first. Do your crunchy roll.
Okay, oh, well, I don't roll for one of those in case. So, ooh, that is 12 damage.
Nice.
Okay, what are you doing again?
I use my short sword.
Okay, nice. Okay, so it's 6. Did you have a modifier?
6, and then my roll is 5 plus
Okay.
1.
Nice, so 12. Perfect.
Yeah.
This cultist is in terrible shape. She just didn't see you coming. You worked your way nimbly, through the encounter. You came up behind, and as you just, passed her, your weapon dug deep into her hip. You can see like the tendons in her leg give way as her leather armament just splits with your blade. As she goes, her body goes limp over that piping. Still conscious, but you can see that she's in dire need of aid. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'd call that a good turn.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Alright. I pass on. Well, not that way, but I pass on my turn.
Goes here. I will make a high check. DC 20.
Yep.
And then I am going to crossbow the guy who's trying to unmoor the boat.
Okay, DC 20. Was that with your mods and everything like that?
Yep.
Let me take a look-see. Yeah, so as far as you're concerned, you're hidden. Although, who are you attacking? Oh, that guy there? Okay, I rolled for those two. I didn't roll for this guy to see if you were coming. I'll roll on a disadvantage because he's so far away. Man, that's still really high. With disadvantage, I still rolled an 18.
Okay.
Yeah, so go ahead.
He's getting crossbow bolted. So that is a 20 to hit.
Yeah, that's a hit.
And I peg him for 16 points of damage.
Yeah, give it some flavor.
So
Let's make it.
I can see that the guy's
Yep.
trying to get the boat loose, and I'm like, no, you're not getting away. So I pop up, and I see the one that's on the other side of the pipe, and I just kind of like, boop, pop the crossbow on top of her head, and just... and as it comes across here, it kind of ricochets off the top of there, and gets him right in the throat.
Exactly, yeah. And he takes it right in the throat, and he stumbles back, and then he just teeters over into the drink.
And then I'm just sitting behind the pipe.
Okay. Your move's all done?
Yep.
It is the Fanatic's turn. I'm going to cast it at 2nd level. Yourself, Zeema, and Thadius, both of you give me wisdom saves.
Wisdom.
Yep.
Oh. 17. What'd you get?
A total of 21.
Nice.
You know what I rolled?
What'd you roll?
I rolled a 20.
Oh wow, yeah. So nat 20. As this cultist, goes, it takes this bolt to the neck and then falls into the water. You see this a fanatic, kind of stand up from the back of the boat and look over. Her eyes lock with you there, Thadius.
Nope.
and she reaches out and she commands the both of you to flee. And you can see Zeema's short little legs, kind of, start to move, towards back the way you guys came. But then, she turns around and, her feet, locked in place. So yourself, Zeema, and this fanatic kind of lock eyes. And you see this look of shock, from the fanatic as her command spell not only failed on you, but it also failed on Thadius. Okay, and she is done. You're up there, Alindawn.
That's for healing on myself. Oh, 2.
Lovely.
I lose advantage on that.
I don't know if it works that way.
I don't think so either. Alright. 2, 3.
You healed 2 hit points.
Yes.
Snake eyes.
Well, it's something.
It is something.
Move at all, or you're good where you are?
I'll just hold my spot. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Cool. It is the cultist's turn. The female cultist is up against the pipe. She is going to right herself, and she's going to come swinging at you. There, Zeema. Once again, she's going to use her righteous scream.
Right.
Oh, that's going to hit nat 17.
Okay.
That is 4 points of slashing and 1 necrotic. So it's 5 in total.
Alright.
And she is going to maneuver herself between you and the fanatic. But she's barely holding on. You can see this streak of blood, as she hobbles, from this pipe, in front of you. Just cultist that's on you there, Alindawn. He is going to move between, and he's going to turn his attention on Zeema as well. So he is not going to use his righteous scream because he can see he has the advantage. A nat 19, that's going to hit as well. Oh, you're lucky. 2 points of piercing.
Okay.
And 1 of necrotic.
Alright.
As his, excuse me, 2 points of slashing. As his scimitar comes in and strikes you hard deep in the back.
Alright. In response, I will use Hellish Rebuke.
Okay, cool. Your spell save is
13.
I failed.
Okay, so that is 3d10.
Okay, and this is fire.
Yes.
Okay, tieflings are resistant to fire, are they not?
Yes.
Yep.
I mean, it's still gonna hurt.
It is.
13.
Okay, half we'll say is 7.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Alright.
Yeah, so he lights up in flame, and once again, you can see him howling, but he just simply shakes it off as the fire kind of dwindles around him. Okay, and that is the cultist's turn. You're up there, Zeema.
Yeah, so pretty much my eyes, you know what? I think my eyes dart between the two of them, And mentally, I speak to both of them and I just yell, "How dare you!"
And their eyes, become. You can see they're both in this kind of, ritual state. Like they've been chanting, and you can just hear them literally humming, pretty much the same tune that the diviner was humming to herself, back in that courtyard. Granted, they're not getting the same results that she was, but it's almost as if they're kind of going through the motions, without the actual action happening. And you can see like their eyes, just kind of go wide for that brief second as that, that piercing sound, kind of tings in the back of their head. And I'm gonna say that's cool. I'll give them a -2 to if a +2 to anybody's attacking them because they've been, mentally distracted for that brief second.
All right. Well, I'm going to. Well, I mean, she used her, reckless type attack, so I'm going to use my sword advantage +2.
Cool. Yeah.
That sounds really sweet.
So advantage +2,
Right.
and she is in dire straits.
Okay, so 18 +2 +3, yes, 23.
That's easily hit.
And I mean,
So you have this blade in your hand, right? And it's drawn blood once already. And you can still see like you were trying to clean the blade with that rag earlier,
Yeah.
but the blood is still smudged on. And at one time that blood, kind of turned your stomach.
yeah.
But now,
I mean, just seeing that, these people had attempted, like, very well could be, straight up taking him away, or the fact that, he, like, for all she knows, he might already be gone, and just for the fact that either of those is a possibility, she is not going to hold anything back.
absolutely, yeah. That hesitation, of you, willing to draw your blade is gone as you dig your weapon deep into her gut. Give me some damage.
That's not a good roll.
That's okay.
It's only 2 damage.
Well, fortunately, she was barely holding on.
Okay.
Yeah, so she had 1 hit point left. Give it some flavor, Rhys. And go more into the mental state of Zeema as her blade enters this zealot's gut.
Yeah. So just thrusting from the side, just up into the gut, and like she's like her face is red both from her anger and from her sadness at this point, and that her tears are like almost starting to steam on her face.
Absolutely, yeah, like that the heat of her cheeks and that moisture of the tears, that juxtaposition, the tears are flowing, but yet they're not going anywhere because they're just kind of, the heat from your body is just kind of absorbing them all. Cool. And did you want to move at all?
You know what? Yeah,
Okay, you open up yourself to an attack of opportunity.
that
Go
is completely fine.
ahead. Yep. Okay, you move yourself.
Oh, he missed?
I did hit, but still.
Oh, well.
Yep. I rolled max damage. I hope you're okay for hit points. You take 5 points of slashing and 1 necrotic, so it's 6 in total.
6 in total? Okay, I'm still standing. And then I guess I'll just go up to about here, I'd say.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Cool. Good stuff, Rhys.
Mm-hmm.
Thaddeus.
Thaddeus, seeing that Zeema's become a little bit more accustomed to defending themselves, isn't really worried about her too much anymore.
She's a big girl.
He was kind of concerned when the last time we had a big battle that the people were being left, to roam around. Like this is the middle of combat. Sometimes people die.
Yes.
Sometimes it's you.
Hopefully not, but
Hopefully not, but that's the way it is.
nobody dies when Alindawn is around.
So Thaddeus is going to basically see if she's paying too much attention to him. He's going to try and hide behind that pipe.
Okay. You're referring to the cultist?
Yeah.
Or the cultist or the heretic?
The cultist.
So the fanatic.
I got an 11.
Okay, I rolled a nat 13, so you think you're hitting.
Okay. I will pop out here.
Okay, and as you pop over there, you would see this cultist's eyes follow you. Yeah, so they see you're there.
You can't win them all.
Yeah.
That would be
advantage.
15 to hit.
15 to hit. That is a hit.
Well, she's only taking a crossbow bolt this time, so 6 points of damage.
Okay. Yeah, your bolt strikes her into the arm, but she twists, just kind of, taking it at a glance as you see the bolt kind of go off into the distance, and she turns to you once again with venom in her stare, and you can see her start to chant something in your direction.
Oh yeah, he'll go over here and crouch down.
So you'd have partial cover?
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. It is the Fanatic's turn. We'd said that one cultist was untying the Moors, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Or at least he was attempting to.
Yeah, well, he was on it. I'm gonna roll a d20. At 10 or lower, the boat is docked. 10 or 11 or higher, it's on its way up. Or it's on its way out. That one.
It's not going anywhere.
It's not going
It's
anywhere.
sinking.
Not only that, but the anchor's dropped. But so the boat itself is moored. It's not going anywhere. As the waves, from the river are kind of swaying, you can see the boat, gently kind of, banging alongside it. As you step onto the dock there, Zeema, you can feel that kind of sea legs, kind of swaying with the boat, with the dock. And she looks back and notices that this boat isn't going anywhere. Yeah, might as well use it. She's gonna cast Spiritual Weapon. So she's gonna cast Spiritual Weapon right there. Bang. Just put it to number 1. Okay. And then with her Spiritual Weapon attack, she's gonna attack you, your Zeema. So this plus her spell mod. Well, and that 17 is gonna hit. So this anatheme, something weird, just kind of forms out of the darkness. I guess there'd be no shadow, but it just kind of forms in front of you. And as you start to, kind of slip aside it, this dagger, just comes up and strikes you hard, into the side, taking yourself 8 points of slashing damage.
8 points?
Yeah.
I'm down. That was enough.
And you can see this wicked smile as you peek your head over this pipe there, Thadius, as this anatheme, just kind of hovers above her. And you can see it rising. It looks like it's going to strike again. No. Okay, and that is her turn. You're up there, Alindawn.
Okay.
As you see, literally, over the shoulder of this cultist, you see a Zeema. You get struck by this dark weapon, and you see this weapon raising above her and coming to strike down again. Yeah.
Take him with my clothes then. Make sure he's wounded, right?
He's not looking good.
Okay, I will hit him with don't pull the dead.
Okay, cool. And that's a wisdom save?
Yeah.
He failed.
Okay.
And he's injured, so that's a d12, right? Or no, 2d12.
17 points of necrotic damage.
Give me some flavor.
I just look him in the eye and say, "You've made some bad choices. It's time to pay."
And you can see once again him just mouthing the word. This is the desire of the diviner.
Says you. And then yeah, just the energy goes into his mouth and through his body, and
absolutely, yeah, he falls backwards.
And I should be within 30 flying
easily
now too,
yep,
right?
Easily.
So 30.
As these two bodies that you're passing are, kind of slowly rolling around, trying to regain consciousness. It's not like they're kind of half in, half out of it,
yeah.
But literally as you run by, you can see one of them try to reach out for your leg, but with the strength of that of an infant.
So you get 11 hit points back from my aura vitality.
Nice.
Oh wow. Much better than my 2.
Well, you're up there, Zeema.
Yeah, up, and well up.
So you stand up, and just as you kind of roll out of the way, this blade comes down and strikes hard into the wood dock. And you roll up, and you see Alindawn standing over top of you as he reaches down, giving you an arm, up as the two of you stand. But this weapon lodged in the dock, and you can see the fanatic, trying to command it, to come back up to an attacking stance. You're up there, Rhys.
Yeah. No, you don't. I will, the classic, Eldritch Blast. Let's go.
Do it.
Alright. Center mass. 13?
That is just a hit.
Oh,
There you go.
well. Alright then.
They don't wear a lot of armor because they just don't feel the need to,
Yeah.
right? Like nobody messes with these people.
Okay, well, they're gonna learn better. That is 5 force damage.
Absolutely. Yeah, and this Eldritch Blast, strikes her hard in the chest. She takes a half step back. Any movement there, Zeema? As you see this dark weapon dislodge itself, it pops up from the wood plank boards, and you can see it start to turn in towards your direction again.
I guess I'll just like run past it so that she, is
Yep.
gonna have to at least choose.
Yeah,
Movement to
cool.
attack one, yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah. And also just so I'm a little bit closer to, the actual chain holding.
As you get closer to the boat, you at this point you kind of peer in and over the railing, and you can see that there's several bodies, kind of roped up and kind of tucked in all these barrels.
Yeah.
With a tarp, kind of lazily to the side.
Mm-hmm.
To conceal these people, and as they're kind of kind of rolling in this mass of unconscious flesh.
Yeah, and just with one of her hands, just holding the portion in which she was, initially struck down.
Absolutely, yeah. The blood, kind of saturated, through that light fabric of your gown.
Yeah.
Thaddius.
You want to give me some advantage here?
Sure, go for it.
Nice.
Oh, I get one advantage now. Perfect, because I'm going to be using it.
For Mateo, for the Bluebrooks, for the people of the Sea Dakota. 18. That'd be 10 points of damage.
Yep, that's a hit. How many points of damage?
10.
10. You didn't kill her, but give her some flavor as this bolt strikes her.
He will be basically trying to hit her like center mass, like right in the sternum if he can.
Yeah.
So he's like trying to get her in the heart, and it just misses. But
Absolutely, yeah. And this
Thanks,
bolt strikes her hard, and she takes a half step back, almost spinning, spinning her, and you can see like literally she's grabbing onto the rail, her blue scales, just of her hand, white with anger, as you can see her like literally clawing into the wood of the ship, and once again she glances at you, and she glances at Zeema, and she glances at this cleric. And then, you just see her gritting her teeth, knowing that she's outnumbered, but definitely not outmanned. Anything else, Thaddius?
no, I'm gonna stay there. I figure I'm enough of a distraction where I am.
Yeah, you're doing great damage from where you are.
Yeah.
Let the real hero Zeema take care of things. Why steal her thunder? All right, I am using my advantage right now. Okay, so the spiritual
Once
weapon
it's cast.
is coming up behind you.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, and I'm attacking at advantage. A 9 and a nat 17. That hits, and it's a D8 plus 4, right?
Yep.
Come on! Oh, look at that!
Oh, lovely. This is just supposed to...
8 plus 4 is 12.
Yeah, and I only got healed 11, so...
So literally, this blade comes up from behind you again, as your eyes are just fixated on her, and it once again just strikes you hard in the back, and you can just feel that sharp pain as you collapse to the ground again. And that was her bonus action, and then for her action, she is going to cast Hold Person. She is going to cast Hold Person on yourself there, Mr. Cleric. Okay. Hold Person, that's Wisdom, I believe. Yeah. Please and thank you. Once again, you feel your feet become sluggish, as you're working over this dock. You're not sure if it's because you just don't have your sea legs, or if it's just like the sheer exertion of the day, but as you can see her mouthing the familiar words of hold person, and you break that you break that spell. Like you just managed to your mental fortitude kind of works through the enchantment on yourself. Okay. And she would still have her move. She is going to position herself next to the people. And work her way in there. Nice. Okay, and I am done. Trevor. She is pretty much spent. I've got one more ace in the hole. Looking good there, Jordan? Awesome, thank you.
So she's like a cleric type, basically. From what we can figure. Well, she's casting clerical spells, so I'm assuming she has a decent wisdom. So I'll hit her with a sacred flame.
Okay, cool.
She has to make a
DC.
reflex dex save, 16?
Yeah.
So she takes 9 points of fire damage.
Cool. Half?
Or radiance?
To the fire or
Yeah,
radiant?
it's radiant.
Radiant, thank you.
Yeah, it's radiant.
Okay, cool.
It's weird because it's called Sacred Flame.
Yeah.
And Zeema gets 11 hit points back.
Up, down, up, down, up, down. Like a yo-yo.
That's my move, that's my attack, that's my bonus.
Okay, sounds good. She is in terrible shape. You can see like she's pretty much a pincushion. You can see like the desperation in her eyes as she reaches down, going for like the scruff of one of these, unwilling passengers. Reaching down for their hair, pulling them up as she pulls her blade, from her satchel. Go ahead there. That was you? Okay, that was the cultist's turn. Zeema, you're up.
Where's it going?
So you've been knocked down twice.
Yeah.
Did you want to play any? Because
I mean, I'm okay with it. I'm just not sure how I would best go about it.
okay, just role play. Give it a bit of flavor in your movement and whatnot.
Yeah, I think just at this point she's just she's just a little bit more like sluggish, maybe a little bit blurry at this point, whether it's because of the blood loss or the tears in her eyes or a mixture of the two. She's just having a harder time focusing now.
You can see as she grabs, one of these passengers, from behind, kind of hoisting them up, to their knees. Her blade, she's kind of fumbling for this blade, trying to release it from its pouch.
Do I recognize any of these people?
Give me a perception check. You said there's a whole bunch of people on top of each other, and some of them are covered up with the tarp.
Yeah, that's only a 3.
I'm
I'm in too much of a state.
Absolutely, yeah. Like the tears are swelling in your eyes. Like the the blood loss, from like you obviously know there's something wrong, but it's just the brain isn't registering it. Like all you can see in front of you is those that have taken your brother.
I guess she would just goodness, I guess she's, I mean, what else? She would go for an attack. Although I don't know if I trust her to actually hit at this point. Alright, if I must.
Doing Eldritch Blast?
Yep. That is actually a 17, unless there's any problems with that.
No. I think that's fine. 17.
Yeah. And yeah, just builds up the blast with her one hand and just launches it forward. Just
give me some damage.
All right. 3.
Okay. This Eldritch Blast, strikes her hard in the chest, and she releases her grip on this civilian. His body, kind of slumping to the ground, chest and face first. And she kind of takes a half step back, kind of spinning, turning, so her back is to you, her cape, kind of protecting her, from your view. And, she's on her knee, and you can see her, like, literally, one hand on the deck boards, the other hand by her side. You can hear her, cackling and laughing to herself. And, her body kind of just, gyrating, with movement, whether that's just from the pain, or you can hear like this, once again, in this infernal tongue, kind of talking and humming to herself. Thaddeus?
Can I see her enough from where I am?
She'd probably have partial cover. You'd probably see like the top of her back, and like once again, she's like I said, what's this? Advantage?
Finish her.
If you want to speak Infernal, I can send you back to hell. Oof. That would be a 14 to hit.
That is just... Oh! I can't use this. You just gave it to me. Damn it. I can use it anyway. That is just a hit. That's just over hit.
9 points of damage.
Okay. Give me some flavor. Both you and Zeema. As Zeema, you're kind of you work your way onto the boat, a weapon drawn, and you can see Zeema, like just the look in her eye, like literally. Give it some flavor, like just the desire for the kill, Rhys.
Just the fact that she was, just the fact that this individual is willing to, put these people through as, this level of, torment and pain, and delivered so much, pain directly to me on, almost killing me multiple times. And it's just still finding a reason to laugh through all this.
Absolutely, yeah. Like very much like Mateo, your friend. Mm-hmm. How like this experience has changed him, and even that brief second, in the tunnels, you know that he'll never be the same. And you can see that, from a distance in Zeema. And like before Zeema, I don't think you've ever drawn your weapon, kind of thing like that. I don't recall anyway. And like the fact that you can see her hand quivering with the blade, locked in place.
So as she's like muttering to herself, the crossbow bolt goes through the back of her skull, and it hits with enough force and impact that it both knocks some of the teeth out of the front of her face and jars her head up.
Absolutely. And so this gory sight, as she kind of, her body flumps to the side, and as you kind of stand over her, Zeema, and you can see like this arrow, like literally, enter the back of her cranium, just kind of, kind of piercing the tongue, her front, a couple teeth, her incisors, kind of laying there, in a pool of blood, around her, and you realize that Thaddeus's arrow wasn't the kill shot. As her body turns to the side, you can see that blade she was reaching for was never intended for you. She had struck it deep into her own heart.
Oh.
Okay. And we'll call it there. Everybody, that was chapter 3 of the Arcane Campaign. I hope you enjoyed it. We're having a hell of a time making it. Rhys, anything before we're done? What's Zeema's train of thought through all this?
Well, it's a level of it's a level of torment that she would never wish a level upon anyone else, whether, herself or anyone of her family. It was really hard for her to see, what's happened to others and what is internal happening to herself in turn.
Absolutely. This isn't the first time we've gamed. I like to pull on those emotional strings. Family's important, to me, and I know family's important to you guys. Our characters are no different. When somebody threatens my family, I feel the need to act. And I think Zeema's done an excellent job, at portraying that. Thadius, seeing this, that this diviner, or sorry, seeing that this fanatic is willing to kill not only others but themselves. What's Thaddeus's reaction, especially with how the job they have done on your friend Mateo?
Well, like I said before, the masters and the diviner, they just run around indiscriminately killing. Now they've made it personal. They've killed random people, and that was enough for me to deal with them as needed. But that was a nice personal shot. They were going to take my friend.
Absolutely, yeah.
He was never going to come back.
Yeah, absolutely.
He might not have come back.
Yeah, and technically he might still not come back. The experience of what he's gone through, does one truly recover.
Hmm.
And then Trevor, Alindawn, being a foreigner to these lands, what the hell have you stepped into?
Yeah, it's very much a situation of, I know my beliefs and I believe that life is holy, but then there has to also be some guidelines of where those who choose to overstep that have to pay in some way, shape, or form. And I mean, I've fought it before from the lands I'm from, but there seems to be so evil, these diviners, and these just for their control and for what purposes. I mean, they're taking slaves or they're taking bodies, and it's giving my character something to think about.
And absolutely, anybody who've all played before, you guys know I enjoy the long game, and it's just not a matter of I do something for a reason. So hopefully you're watching. Like I said, we're playing this. Everything that's happening in the game is happening for a reason. You'll just have to stay tuned and find out. Thank you, everybody, once again. My name is Eric. This is the Arcane Table, and remember, you're always welcome at the table. Cool.
Smooth the body, smooth the body, smooth the body.
I want that special magic on day. And you round this corner, into this dockside area, and you can see a couple of these cultists, pulling people, kind of like in a vacant state, behind them.
Mm-hmm.
Don't mind their weapons. They're not supposed to have weapons.
That makes it easier to free them.